What's up, guys, and welcome back to the doctor's office. I am Dr. K. Knight, here to give you proper diagnosis and prognosis and everything comics and comic book characters. And today we have issue 1 coming fresh off Absolute Power for Black Lightning. I'm actually kind of excited about this. This is a very interesting story. So, to start at the beginning, Jefferson is basically in a therapy office, and he's talking about the situation that happened when Amanda Waller won. So when we get up there, they are all out. Everybody's chilling, having a day. Excuse me. And the Amazos show up, and they have to get their mother out of the way, and the three of them transform. However, both Thunder and Lightning end up losing their powers. I think he loses his powers too, but it's not evident whether or not he did. But both of them definitely do, and they end up falling out of the sky. Which is really what his PTSD keeps coming back to, is the images of both of his daughters falling out of the sky with no powers. Meanwhile, there is a boy who his powers are losing control, and he is in the bathroom at the Grover High School, and he's just freaking the hell out, and there are police officers and military people all over the place. So the boy's name is Isaac Mitchell, and Jefferson is able to assist him and take him up to the watchtower. Now, inside the watchtower, he has this little lab area called the shoebox, and basically it's to help contain people's powers when their powers are out of control. Mind you, when people got their powers back, they didn't necessarily get their own powers back. So some people got powers that don't actually belong to them. So therefore, they don't know how to use them, which also relates to those powers are completely out of control. So they are putting him in a containment field or containment pod so that they can help control his abilities. And while that is happening, he's going to go talk to Superman. Now, Jennifer has her powers back, and she's up there with her father, but Anissa is not, and she's kind of having a hard time handling the situation. So they do have their phone calls, kind of secret phone calls, because it appears as if she's just hiding from her dad and from the rest of the league, because she just doesn't want to deal with the situation. But it's it wasn't your father's fault what happened. That whole situation had nothing to do with your dad, and your dad did try to save you when you were falling out of the fucking air. And Jennifer makes that very, very clear. All anybody up here asks is, where is Anissa, and when is she coming to visit? Where has she been? Da, 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 da. So, she's trying to get herself together. Superman and Black Lightning are talking, and he's I know this feels kind of like you're coming to the principal's office. I don't have anything bad to say. What you're doing is absolutely amazing work, which is handling things before it gets out of control. And he was the Justice League has never been good at that. We have never been able to get things under control before they get out of control. So, we 100% appreciate it. Initiative is working. You're doing a phenomenal job. Really appreciate it. So when he goes back to the lab, Jen is using her powers to basically make a containment field with Isaac's powers, and she's containing his powers pretty okay, but she needs her father's help, and they're both there containing his powers, and it seems to be working. He seems to be able to function without the use of the containment pod that he was in earlier. However, there is an energy signal which is about the same as what's being given up here. So both of them go to try and figure out what that is, and it's attacking a train. And I don't think it's necessarily attacking a train, as the train just happens to be an unlikely target for a bad landing for somebody whose powers are out of control. So Jin knows who it is, and she's trying to figure out how to assist without her father's assistance. And the train is up in the sky. Okay, so like it's really up several stories, and he's trying to help, but she's trying to get him to not help, and she ends up falling off of the train, and he literally just flashes back to when they both fell out of the sky that day. So he's able to throw a containment field over the person whose powers are going out of whack, and he saves Jin, and they both crash land into the ground and everything. So he goes to go see what's going on with the other person after he makes sure that Jin is okay, and she gets up and she's like, the power, like, wait, hold on, Dad. And when he gets over there, it's Anissa. Something that Jin knew. She knew the power signature because the power signature is hers. And when the spike came through and they were like, oh, it's basically the same as what's going up here, the reading was for Jin because her sister has her powers. So again, she did not get her powers back. She got her sister's powers. So her sister's power split in half. And I know she feels bad because, like, this is not normal. But again, I do not think that she should blame her dad for anything because it is not her dad's fault. And if anybody can help figure it out, it would be Jefferson, to try to figure out how to get everybody's powers back to the people that they belong to. So we shall see. Now, I did like this. I'm very interested to see how it goes and how it ties into the rest of it because it is part of DC All In. I think the artwork looks great. I think the story is very intriguing because, again, it's picking up right after Absolute Power. So, and it's not giving an in-between. She literally is just not here. So it's like she's hiding from her dad. And it's like, why are you doing that? So trying to figure out what the rift is between the family, again, should be an interesting trip, I think. And I just think that as the story progresses, we're going to see kind of like a better trio out of them. But that's just me, my opinion, I don't know. So we shall see. I did like the issue, and I can't wait for the next one. And that is it for this episode of The Doctor's Office, and I will see you guys at your next checkup.